Who is the snake? Have we figured out who the snake is yet? Can somebody tell me who is the snake? I want to know who is the snake. Are we all inconsistent over who the snake is now? What y'all say? Somebody said Nene, Eva, Yovanna. How Nene the snake? She wasn't even there. Who is the snake? What's the vote? What is the consensus? We done went out this whole season, and I guess this is what we come to now: is who is the snake? Hold on. Bottom line said, which show were you watching where Andy took up for Nene? We gonna talk about it. Bottom line, I am going to talk about it because I watched the same show you watched. Unless I had a different copy, I don't know. But I do feel like Andy had Nene's back. But we're gonna get there. You said Yovanna. You said the snake is Nene. You said this chat. You said messy. You said so the chat moving now because I don't want to slow it down because then y'all gonna curse me out if I slow it down. What y'all think? Should I slow the chat down, speed it up, leave it? I don't know. I ain't gonna touch it. Y'all ain't gonna curse me out. That's all I know. You said yo. Okay, we gonna get the yo-yo. But anyway, as you know, this is the live review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12. Episode 26, which is reunion part 3. And it begs the question, who is the snake? Who is the snake? Y'all already know Nene left the last episode. It's been a big to-do. It's like, where is she? We don't see her. We need her back here. We don't have nobody to talk about. If she's not here, who will we talk about? And of course, they went ahead and talked about her while she wasn't there. They went ahead and talked about it anyway. So I guess it didn't matter if she was there or not. Look, I hope she still get a check because they sure used her name to get us watching because that's the only reason we watch. So hold on. Look, let me just tell you now. Before you even get here, it's Team Nene over here. I still stand for Nene Leakes. I don't care what y'all say. I don't even know where my Nene hat is. I don't know where it is. It used to be over there, but it's not over there anymore. But for whatever reason, I still feel that she was vindicated. I'm just letting y'all know I feel like she was vindicated. If I was in her shoes, I might have left too and not came back. I don't care what y'all say. She left before Yovanna got there, but apparently the alliance, which is Kenya, Kandi, Eva, and I don't even know if Cynthia's in the alliance no more. I think they done kicked Cynthia out the alliance. I don't know about you, but I think Cynthia got kicked out the They done kicked Cynthia out the alliance because she wasn't holding up her end of the deal, child. So, as you know, at the beginning of the episode, Nene was gone and the alliance just celebrated. They was all cheering. Eva was happy. Kandi was happy. Kenya was happy. They all was happy, which is why Kandi and Kenya did that little lie the other day, but we're going to get there. So, Kandi messy ass gonna ask, has anyone ever been cut from a reunion before? Is this a first? And then Porsha pipes up, I have. Wasn't it that time when Porsha dragged? Where was it when Porsha got sent home? Was it when she dragged Kenya or was it another season? I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But Porsha said she had because she remembered that SUV. But Andy. This is why I say Andy got Nene's back. Because Andy said, well, Porsha, you were sent home. Nene left on her own. That's a big difference. The queen can leave the building. We didn't drag her out. We looking for her. We still looking at our earpiece. Can Nene get back? Can our cash cow come back? Somebody please get Nene back. I don't know what to do without her. The rest of the show is about Nene. What we gonna do? Now, y'all, if y'all was watching another show, I don't know. But that's the show I was watching because Andy looked shook. Andy was shook when Nene left. He didn't know what to do or how he was going to host this show. He didn't know. And clearly Nene was not pressed. She was sitting in her living room somewhere sipping on the champagne, chilling. It was just interesting. So it was, for Kandi to bring that up, I was like, Kandi being shady. Kandi like, Nene gonna get in trouble. But Andy was clear. He was like, she left on her own. So anyway, they was like, let's run this package again. Let's run the friendship package all over again that we ran last week. Y'all seen it last week. I guess y'all gonna have to watch it again this week. So they ran the whole package and showed Kenya throwing Cynthia Bailey under the bus time and time again. It's like, how many times must you kick a woman when she down? Like, dang, Cynthia brought Kenya on the show. Cynthia stabbed her bestie in the back to bring Kenya back on the show. Cynthia formed an alliance with Kandi Burruss to bring Kenya back on the show. Now Kandi and Kenya have formed their own alliance and booted and kicked Cynthia to the curb. The whole season, Kenya was nasty to Cynthia. Y'all know she didn't even invite Cynthia to the wedding, honey. Cynthia ain't been invited to nothing. Then, they show when she almost ruined Cynthia's engagement. And in doing so, Cynthia piped up all of a sudden. She was like, I didn't think she was purposely ruining it at first until I watched it. And I'm like, it looks like there's some trouble in the Alliance paradise. I'm just saying. So, that little clip, I had put in my notes that little clip. Remember when, Kandi always had to play like, she mad or whatever, knowing that she in on it. And remember they showed that little clip of her calling Kenya a bitch, at the when she almost ruined the prepared engagement. But when I saw that, I was like, that is very interesting that Kenya never called Kandi out for calling her a bitch. She never called Kandi out, but then she called Porsha out acting like she had never been called a bitch before. Like that was the worst thing that anybody could call her. But again, I digress. Cynthia said she didn't feel that it was Kenya's place to speak on it, but she did. She did. And Kenya, as always, said, and Cynthia also said, because, I felt some kind of way because Kandi told her, so she knew not to tell me. So she felt like, once she watched it, she was like, that was kind of shady. Like, I don't think I like the way Kenya's acting now. I done got her back on this show and she doing this. This is what she doing. So then, Kenya said it was just a misunderstanding. Just like, last week, the whole text with Shamia, it was a misunderstanding. Everything is always a misunderstanding with Kenya. That means it's a lie, but again, I digress. So then, for some reason, they go from that to the cookie lady because they were showing the whole little package of all the things that was going on between Cynthia and Kenya. Now, the cookie lady is a whole nother can of worms. The cookie lady, Kenya been catching heat about the cookie lady because it was like the shade that Tanya threw by bringing the wig did not equate to you bringing the cookie lady because you trying to destroy that lady's life over a wig. Kenya said, it's interesting. Kenya had no problem throwing Cynthia under the bus, saying that Cynthia knew all along. Cynthia was in on it. In fact, it was Cynthia who knew about the cookie lady first. Cynthia told me about the cookie lady. I told y'all, Cynthia, they didn't kick Cynthia out of the alliance. Poor Cynthia. What we gonna do? What we gonna do, Cynthia? I don't know. So Kenya says, that she felt some kind of way. she did it all. She introduced the cookie lady. She invited the cookie lady to brunch because Cynthia went behind her back and told Tanya that, Kenya was thinking about, bringing the cookie lady and all that, or inviting the cookie lady to Brooklyn's party, which she didn't do, or she didn't come. I don't know if she was invited, but she didn't come. So all of a sudden, Tanya, wait a minute, where am I? She went behind her back and told. So Kenya was mad at that. So now you can see Kenya and Cynthia not seeing eye to eye. Kenya also said that, it was Kandi who all of a sudden said that Cynthia's role was worse. Cynthia's role was worse than Kenya because she knew first. And I'm like, oh, y'all don't see that? Y'all don't see how they done kicked Cynthia out of the club? Do y'all not see? And then, the whole thing about, Kandi was like, I love you, Cynthia, but to me, that's already a but. We about to fuck you up right now, Cynthia. I love you, Cynthia, but yeah, that ain't how it happened. So then Porsha gonna chime in, and hell, she not in the alliance, so she calling everybody out, and she's saying, "Look, Cynthia, you and Kenya both had the same information. It's like two people having a loaded gun, and it went off. It's the same thing. So it don't matter. It don't even matter who said what first. It doesn't matter that you didn't invite her to the brunch, but you invited her to Brooklyn Baby Shop and she didn't come. It doesn't matter. It's the same information. You in the wrong, just like Kenya in the wrong, even though Kenya got the most smoke. So, the interesting thing that I found about that is that Tanya felt some kind of way. I guess Tanya felt kind of honored that Cynthia, went behind the alliance back and told her about the cookie lady. So she was a little bit prepared. So, and because of that, I guess she felt like she owed Cynthia, and she kind of let it go. She didn't, she could have been the nail in the coffin, really, honestly. But she was just like, I appreciate Cynthia for what she did. End the story. We done. We are so done. So, it's 2,000 people in here. Go ahead and like this video. Y'all go ahead and like this video. And if you're just visiting, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much. I see y'all. Okay, now, as far as Kenya, they were still on Kenya about this whole friendship situation. They was talking about how Kenya was, dissing Cynthia, talking about the wine knowledge in Greece and everything. Kenya said she wasn't coming for her business, but she should have recognized that, Cynthia felt some kind of way. Again, there go Kenya deflecting. Kenya is always in the middle of something, and she act like she don't know that she is like stabbing people in the back. I don't understand that. I really don't. Kandi next, though. Kandi gonna get it next from Kenya, but y'all ain't heard that from me. Cynthia said that the shade went too far. Nene, they also said, Andy brings up the fact that Nene said, and Nene ain't even there. I told y'all they was like, they didn't know what to do. She's like, Nene said that you give, Kenya passes, that you don't hold her to the same standards that you hold her as far as friendships are concerned. Then he read a viewer question. That said that Cynthia might be attracted to toxic people, because it seems like, Kenya and Nene, they both kind of have the same kind of issues. They both were raised without a mother. This is what the caller said. And they said that, they both have, what did the caller say, or the viewer? They both have issues with their mom. They take zero accountability. They like to be victims, and neither one of them are real friends. And so when Andy read that, Cynthia kind of chimed in and said, I wouldn't have been friends with Nene if I didn't see her heart. So I was like, y'all, she out of the alliance. She's out of the alliance. I'm just saying. That's why Kenya was like kicking Cynthia when she's down, and Kandi was co-signing, because like at this point, I guess Cynthia must have seen it's kind of wrong for y'all to be railroading her. It's kind of wrong for y'all to be doing this. It's kind of wrong for y'all to be on your speak on it, calling her a buffoon and talking about her blonde hair. It's kind of wrong. I'm just saying. Kandi, it's wrong. You did it. But anyway, I digress. That's another video. Still, no Nene. And I know a lot of y'all was still waiting for Nene. A lot of y'all was waiting for Nene. And to get on his little earpiece, still looking for Nene. Where's she at? Can somebody get Nene back to her computer? But then a producer gets on the line and says, Nene said, y'all need to put some respect on her name. And she said the computer is on the porch. The computer is on the porch. She is done. And I'm like, yes, the boss has spoken. See, that's when you run something, when you can walk away and you can tell them to kiss your ass. I'm just saying, y'all acting like, they ran her off. No, honey, she left and she told them, put some respect on your name, on my name, and I'm gonna leave this cheap ass Dell computer out on my expensive porch for y'all to pick it up, because y'all know it's the corona, we in quarantine, and I am not opening the door for y'all. And look, I was laughing because Andy said it like word for word. Nene said, put some respect on her name, child. So in the midst of that, in the midst of that, he had nothing else to do but to run another package. And it just so happened to be a package with Nene in it. So it was a Nene and Kenya package. It was all about Nene. She ain't even there. She just said, put some respect on my name. And they was like, okay, we're going to run this package. So they show Kenya calling her a wildebeest. They show Kenya saying, I don't fight animals. They show Kenya calling Nene ugly. They show Kenya saying she'll never accept an apology. So all the things that happened in Greece, show the whole Spitgate situation all over again. So in doing that, I'm looking like, damn, Kenya, are you really that type of black woman that you would call another black woman a beast? Are you one of those black women that sit around calling black women apes and monkeys like your friend Claudia Jordan? Are you that type of black woman? Team Twirl, y'all need to reevaluate. Y'all need to reevaluate because clearly your queen has some issues. And I look, I don't know. It's some self-hate going on around there. And it ain't got nothing to do with because she don't like Nene. I mean, how can you call people ugly? Like I don't understand as if being pretty gives you a privilege to do what? To do what? She hasn't done the things that Nene has done. And we talked about this in the last video. While she read and talk about she's a buffoon and she's all those things. What are you doing, Kenya? Are you a buffoon too that people don't want to hire? I don't understand. She's being hired and you're not. But, you know, there's that. And doing, you know, the whole package or whatever, Andy asked the question that we all want to know. What is the issue? Like, what is the issue between you and Nene? Because we don't know. We don't know where it started. We can't pinpoint it. What is it? Nobody seems to know. Hell, Kenya don't even know. Kenya talking about she didn't call and check on me. Kandi talking about, well, it's been so long, I can't remember. I don't know. Porsha was like, I can't remember. Nobody knows what the issue is between Nene and Kenya. However, if you've been watching my videos, I already told you Kenya felt some kind of way because Nene, or she felt Nene didn't co-sign for her to come back that year she was fired. Now, the reason, Brina Bree, are you in there, Brina Bree? Because I'm about to answer your question that you super chatted me about. I'm about to answer it right now. The reason I feel like Andy had Nene back, because in that moment, when Kenya was saying, you know, Nene never did this, Nene never checked on me, Nene blah, blah, blah. He said that, you know, I know for a fact that she has said that you are good for the show. I know for a fact that even when you weren't around, she advocated for you. I know for a fact. And I'm like, Andy is getting Kenya together on the low. I'm just saying he's standing up for Nene and Nene ain't even there. And if y'all can't see that, I don't know what y'all was watching, but I watch it. And he said, look, I wrote it down on my phone. He said, and I quote, even in the worst of times, Nene has always advocated for Kenya and said she was an asset to the show, even in the worst of times. Now, Kenya, however, going on speak on it, calling people buffoons, talking about they should never work again. I mean, she should reevaluate. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying, Brina? I'm just diving in. I haven't even got the yo-yo yet, but I'm just diving in on this whole alliance situation. Now, let me see who else. Kandi. Oh, Kenya claims she done reached out talking about, remember she talked about she had texts. She had missed calls and texts. She had proof. We didn't see no proof. All the proof we have is Mark Daly at the bowling alley saying that, you know, Nene had reached out. Mark confirmed that Nene had reached out. We ain't heard nothing about Kenya reaching out, but there's that. And the reason that I know that Kenya is lying about that situation is because she contradicted herself just moments later when Andy said, well, remember, you know, Nene released a text and blah, 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 and said she reached out to you and blah. She had apologized because of all the death and this Nipsey Hussle death and yada, yada, and Greg having cancer. You know, she just wanted to check on you. And Kenya admitted, she said, well, I didn't get it. She's blocked. So wait a minute. So you got missed calls but you blocked her. So how can she call you back if you got missed calls? What? I'm confused. It's the same thing she said. Now remember, keep track of Kenya's lies. It's the same thing she said about Mark Daly when she was talking about, they was arguing and she called some woman in New York and all of this stuff. Then she talked about she blocked him. She blocked him so he couldn't call her, but she was sad because he hadn't called her. Like, make it make sense. I don't understand. So anyway, it's a lie. Thank you so much. I see all y'all. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Then Kenya has this whole little diatribe that they put the little funny music behind, talking about, Nene kicked me when I was down. I feel like it was a Freudian slip. She didn't really care about me when she asked about my divorce. I don't know what was her. She don't really like me. I don't feel like it was an olive branch. It's just poison ivy. She just kept going on and on and on. And because they played that little music behind it, I suspect it probably was longer than we thought it was. Because Porsha calls her out and was like, well, after you said this color purple monologue, let's talk about how you provoke people. Let's talk about how you provoke people. And Andy had to laugh about that color purple situation. But they asked her the question, did Nene or didn't Nene spit? Andy said, and again, Brina Bree, where you at? Because I'm about to answer again. This is how I feel like Andy had her back. He said, Nene told me she didn't spit. You told me she did. And then Kenya goes, well, that's not what I said. That's not true. Now, hold on, Kenya. You keep going on all these platforms saying Nene spit. Then you change it and say she attempted to try to spit. Then it's like, well, if anybody had attempted to spit on you, you'd be mad. So if the question is cut and dry, the question is yes or no. Did she or didn't she? And the answer is no, she did not. We have already seen the footage. She did not spit on nobody. It was 4 people around her. If she had even attempted to spit, spittle would have landed on somebody and somebody else would have got mad. That's all I'm saying, but that didn't happen. But then you got Kandi. Of course, the puppet master got to speak up. Puppet master got to speak up for her puppet. She says, if it had been anybody else she tried to spin on, all hell would be paid. If it was anybody else besides Kenya. And it's like, girl, come on now. Come on. She didn't even try to hawk up nothing. Exactly. I see y'all cherry. She didn't try to hawk up nothing. Porsha was 10 toes down. Exactly. So apparently Kenya seems to be mad that more people are mad about the cookie lady, about her bringing the cookie lady around than they are about Nene spitting or attempting to spit on her. And I feel like that's why she had that animosity towards Cynthia, in the beginning when they were asking about the cookie lady, because she wanted to bring that point home that she wasn't the originator of finding the cookie lady. So Kenya, in the midst of all of this, Porsha has already said, look, you provoke people. She didn't even spit on you, whatever. We already know you provoke people. Kenya says she don't try to provoke people. She talks about the baby shower. Now, y'all know the baby shower was on the season finale. Nene was sitting over there with Porsha and Shamia, and, they were arguing with Kenya from across the way. Kenya walks over to Nene, and she claims she was trying to talk to Shamia, but she right there over Nene, waving her hands, and Nene stood up, and, the rest is history. So, Porsha says that, in the middle of this argument, you come over there to provoke her. Eva says, no, she was trying to get away. Now, Eva, how was she trying to get away from the fight when she was walking right to it? Explain. Somebody explain. That's how we know this is an alliance, because they can't even make their stories make sense. They just saying stuff in support of each other, and it don't even make sense. Like, Eva was like, no, she was trying to walk away. So Andy admits that Kenya has provoked people several times. Marlo finally spoke up. Marlo been quiet. I thought Marlo was on mute. Marlo then spoke up, said, you do provoke people. Remember Kim Fields? Remember Porsha? Remember, you do provoke people. And then they showed clips of what Kenya had did. And, Eva chimes in again and says, she provokes people. Yeah, she has provoked people, but she wasn't provoking that time. It's like, Eva, you are an idiot. I can't. You said Marlo was reading the Bible. I can't. I don't know. But anyway, so Porsha says, she offers up her side of the story. She pretty much like, you walked over there, you confronted, Shamia, because you knew you was lying, you was waving your face, and you tried to get in Nene's face because you wanted her to fight you, point blank, period. Kenya, she said, Kenya was going back and forth with her, that whole diatribe. That's when, Porsha said it was a color purple monologue. And, she calls Porsha a pun because she was like, you take it up for Nene. You're just a pun. You're just a pun. So what does that make Kandi? What does that make Eva? Are they puns for Kenya? Because they were taking up for Kenya. Like Nene wasn't even there. So why couldn't she have someone saying something in defense of whatever was going on? They was all there. Like, I don't understand why Porsha had to be a pun. Then she called Porsha bitter and all kind of stuff. Porsha's like, I'm not bitter, honey. I am better. And even, then she said something about when you was gone, you did da-da-da-da. And Porsha was like, look, I haven't been gone. You've been gone. I haven't been gone in a while. You the one that's been gone. And you notice it's the second time that Kenya has used that read as well, because when Nene was on the show, she said the same thing to Nene, talking about, when you came back. Where they come back from? I don't understand. They ain't been nowhere, Kenya. You the one that was gone for a season. Remember, you got fired. You got fired and told Team 12 you were negotiating until they had already finished filming the season. But again, I digress. Team Twirl, what Team Twirl at? I'm just saying, y'all think y'all won, but y'all lost. I'm just saying, y'all lost. And I can honestly say that I salute Nene for sitting this bull crap out. It ain't no way that anybody with any amount of class and decorum would sit there and argue with someone who was blatantly lying on them. And that being said, let's get to Snakegate. Let's get to Yovanna. Yovanna then came, honey, and then as soon as Yovanna come, you got Eva. Oh, isn't it ironic that Nene left as soon as Yovanna posted on Instagram? Who cares what Yovanna posts? Is anybody even following Yovanna? I don't think anybody is following her to even know if she posted or not. So Eva, you can tell Eva and Yovanna, for some reason, all of a sudden, Yovanna was that bitch that Eva did not know at Clark. Now, all of a sudden, she's that bitch that is best friends with Eva, and Eva's husband just so happened to represent Yovanna. But I'm going to get to that in a minute, too. So, Eva, in the little clip that they showing us Snakegate, Eva calls Nene a narc, says she needs a pat down. They kept Nene square up, which was interesting. But Andy, asked if he could call Yovanna that bitch. And it's like, okay, Andy, you trying it. You wanted to call that black lady a bitch. I guess she black. I don't know. Yovanna trying to pretend like she biracial or something, but she ain't. But anyway, I digress. Yovanna comes on and claims that Nene ran because, I don't know why she's not here. I don't know. I mean, maybe she's not here because, of the information that I have. And it's like, girl, what information do you have? Like, everybody's looking around like, what information? Like, we've been asking you 15 times. You done been on 4 shows, 10 YouTube channels. You done did your own YouTube video saying something. You done been on Instagram lives talking about it, and your story has changed each and every time that you have spoken about it. So now here you are at the reunion, and you expect people to actually believe what you have to say? Would y'all? I don't get it. I don't get it. And so all the people out there hating be like, Nene ran. She know Yovanna had that fire. I don't get it. I'm still confused because I'm like, I would not have sat there and argued with nobody who's gonna lie. When somebody lying about you, trust me, I know it's been plenty of people out there lying about me. Some of your favorite YouTubers have lied about me. What I'm not gonna do is go head to head with them and argue and see who is the best. It's just two fools fighting. When two fools are fighting, you don't know which is which, right? Isn't that the saying? You don't know who is who. So anyway, Yovanna says, it's interesting because I got a cease and desist, saying, that, I bet not have recorded Nene. And look, I'm with Nene on that because, look, if you done told me you done recorded everybody else, you bet not have recorded me. Look, you the snake. You clearly a snake. We don't know who you're recording. Why would we want you around us if you are recording? I'm just saying, who does that? Do y'all have friends who record y'all and keep like secret messages? Like, I don't know. But anyway, I digress. But Yovanna said her attorney had responded or whatever to Nene's cease and desist. Now, Nene's cease and desist was not to prevent her from talking on this show. I just want to tell y'all that because I have a copy of it. We're going to get there in a minute. But Nene's cease and desist was to stop Yovanna from using any recorded messages or recordings that she had against her, or to, bring it to the forefront or use it for whatever reason. So Andy, again, having somebody's back. I know y'all might not see it the way that I do, but Andy was like, "Oh, isn't it ironic that Michael Sterling is your attorney?" And Eva had to pipe up. My husband, he's a sole practitioner. He's opened his own firm. He's the head of the Cochran Agency. My husband is great. And it's like, girl, you and your husband was just on live a few weeks ago after the reunion, and he was whining about representing someone pro bono. I'm assuming it was Porsha and Dennis, because remember, he represented Dennis against a YouTuber. He also represented Dennis against Emory University when they accused him of stealing a Chick-fil-A sandwich. And he represented, who else he represented? He represented Yovanna. So I'm like, damn, Michael Sterling is the new Phaedra Parks. Remember when Phaedra was representing everybody? Phaedra was representing Derek J. Phaedra was representing damn Sheree in divorce court. And Bob Whitfield beat her. Remember all that? So anyway, Michael Sterling, somebody should have told you, you in danger, Michael Sterling. Don't be doing that. They're going to make you look real stupid, Michael Sterling. But I digress. So, Yovanna, they were asking her, like, what's the deal? What's the deal with this whole situation? And she was like, I'm just here because, I wanted to be a loyal friend to her. And, she wanted to know if anybody was talking about her. So, I went around everybody and I befriended everybody. But, I was here to create genuine friendships. And even Kandi had to call her out on it. But, I don't know. I kind of feel like Kandi was involved. Maybe Kandi wasn't. I don't know, but if Eva is now a card-carrying member of the alliance, I feel like Eva, Kenya, and Kandi were all in it together, because I did notice that Kenya, who talked so much shit about Nene, was very, very suspiciously quiet during this segment. But, we're going to keep going. So Tanya asks if Yovanna is a snitch. And, we all looking like, even Marlo was throwing her hands up, but I don't feel like Marlo asks enough questions either. But anyway, when Andy asked Yovanna, we've seen this clip. Did Nene ask you to record? And she says, absolutely. And, for me, that's not a yes or no, because when they asked you on Sister Circle if Nene was lying or something, you said, absolutely. Why not say yes or no? Why not say yes or no? Why you always got to play with these words? You done told other people that it was production that was the snake. You done told other people that, there wasn't a recording. You done told other people that there was a recording. Then you say that your husband know about the recording and your husband didn't want you to release it. What is the truth? What is the truth? We'll never know, because there's so many different stories and we ain't gonna get the truth from her. Well, I would prefer to get it from Nene, because at least we know she ain't known to be a liar. We don't know Yovanna. Anyway, I digress. Yovanna, hold on. I wanted to change my damn background. All this time I be running my mouth. I wanted to be Yovanna. I wanted to be Yovanna. Yovanna got a little earpiece in her ear too. So I don't know if a producer or somebody was telling her what to say, because she was like, what? Like she was like listening, trying to figure it out. It was interesting. So when you notice that Nene's not there, I'm kind of glad that she wasn't. I really am, because like, what would she have looked like going head to head with Yovanna in the midst of all this, when she got proof, as we said in our other videos, that executives told her they don't want Yovanna on the show. Hold on, look. Don't act like I ain't got receipts. I got receipts. The executive told her that she didn't want Yovanna on the cast. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna find this text, honey. I'm about to find it right now. Bam, bam, bam. Yovanna downloads. Ooh, executive. Ooh, cease and desist. Oh, they're gonna cease and desist right there. Hold on, y'all. I'm still looking. Exec. Bam. There it is. I had to block the name out. So apparently some executive actually told Nene that she did not want Yovanna on the show. So, morning, Nene, please, no more Yovanna. August 16th. No more Yovanna. She will not be on the show anymore. Then I guess she didn't respond quick enough, and she said it again. Please, no more Yovanna. She sent it at 10, and she sent it at 11:47. And then Nene responded, I don't want her. Good. We see eye to eye. Oops, they're going to name. But yeah, she... So clearly, it was some behind the scenes shenanigans going on. Just like what she said, the reunion, somebody told her to wear black or not to wear white, and she chose black, and she felt like somebody was knocking her off her square. I'm just saying. So then there's other texts. And of course, I got them. I got the, both sides. And we talked about them in Patreon months ago, but we're going to get there. Yovanna said several times, Oh, Porsha, I gotta salute Porsha, because Porsha grilled Yovanna. Porsha was like, wait a minute. So when you came to meet us at Candy House and you told us that there wasn't a recording, and then you apologized because you lied, and Nene didn't say nothing, and she just looked at us and said that she never lied to us. I mean, are you saying that she was lying, and did you not lie? I don't understand where it goes. And then you met with Kandi by yourself, and you told Kandi that it was all a lie, and I don't understand. So Yovanna now says that she told Nene there was a recording. That she told Nene there was a recording, and she led her to believe that there was a recording, but there wasn't a recording. And I'm like, wait. Now that sounds even worse. That this supposed to be your friend. You say you trying to be loyal to her. You want to be on the show. She trying to get you, an opportunity to be on this show. And then you sit there and say that you lied to her to tell that she told you to record, and you lied to her and told her that there was a recording, but there wasn't. It's like, wait a minute, where is this going? Now, in the midst of her lying to say that there was a recording and there wasn't, hold on. There's also, hold on, wait a minute. She wrote a damn transcript. Hold on. She wrote a transcript of what had been said. And she said, hold on. So, as she was lying about there being a recording, she said 3:11 video, 26:24, need a break, too much work, don't have to explain shit to nobody. 28:33. So this was supposedly what Cynthia had said. Upset, she and all the girls went to the shower. I'ma call your ass out. She said she called you out on that post. She said just at 32. So then she was like, bitch, I went through this months ago to make sure I had good shit on her ass. I'm just saying. She went through it months ago to make sure she had good shit. So why would that imply that someone asked her to? It would seem to me that Nene, hold on, that she told Nene that she would record, or maybe she told her that she had a recording. So here is the other, hold on, here's another text that she wrote. I know you lost. It's okay. It's okay. Here's another text that she wrote. I'm going to make this big. She wrote this and she said, "Hey girl, Rick don't want me playing the video. He's worrying about the ramifications of something like this later once aired, having a lasting impact. Not only to our businesses, our clients, trust, my livelihood, overall, me looking sketch as hell. He said being on camera is different, blah, 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 blah. He says Cynthia can pursue legal action against me and I am not protected by Bravo anyway. He already annoyed. He told me not to do it, but I did it anyways. I don't have a problem saying on camera what she said or calling her out to her face in front of you. It's just not safe to play that video." So apparently there's some video. There's not an audio. There's some video that she has. He said it will be a game changer, and because of the things Cynthia's saying on it and how it will portray her, she owes me absolutely no loyalty and has every reason to go after me. Sigh. So what's the alternative game plan? And then she was like, look it up. Georgia law is one person knows about it. It's legal. Look up the law. Ask an attorney. Meet me at Buckhead Intercontinental. She was telling her to come bring the audio to the damn producer. Rick said no, he don't want that. So if you are telling her you got all this tea, Yovanna, why didn't you share it on the show? We wanted to see all of those text messages on the show. Now, I'm with you, T-Town. She right for walking out. I wouldn't try to fight nobody, but look, and for those of you who think that I don't have the real tea, hold on, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I just want to make sure. June 4th. Okay, then as far as Yovanna tried to say, what number is this? This scroll number 3. Yovanna tried to say that, tried to call Porsha out. Porsha, you on the wrong team. So it felt to me like Eva brought Yovanna to try to break up whatever friendship or, genuine relationship that Porsha and Nene had. Porsha, you on the wrong team. Why would she give me your number if she didn't want me to record you? Now, I'm looking at that like, wait a minute, like who's telling you to record anyone, Yovanna? To me, you looking mighty thirsty. Hold on, I'm about to share another one. I'm about to share a little bit more. Can't share everything. Gotta save some for the people. Now, this is a video, right? For those of you who don't believe that they are a really text. Hold on. I got Cynthia to spill her guts. She did major shit talking about me. Oh, shit, it's going too fast. Hold on. She did major shit talking about you to me. Porsha commented on the pic me and Cynthia took, and we went out and was mad at me, blah, blah, blah. Kandi, I'ma text her and try to do lunch or something and see what she talking about. I don't fuck with Eva. And I can play nice with Tanya, but I don't see her revealing too much to me because she knows me and you are close. So she may not fall for the trap. I'll DM that bitch. Hold on. Porsha don't see my DMs because we don't follow each other. Trust I could get the dirt. And she was like, give me Porsha number. Nene gave a Porsha number, but she was like, at the time, it's like, do what you do, girl. But ain't nobody tell you to record nobody. Do what you do. Sorry for the delay. I'm on set. Okay, I'll keep you posted. You get the tea and I got you. Them bitches ain't got you. I bet I got you. They show motherfucking don't, my bitch. Say no more. Hey, boo, what you up to? You still on the West Coast? They playing Midnight Train to Georgia in this restaurant and something. Hold on. It's going too fast. Old Porsha child, they probably faking it for the show. So she was, they was dragging Porsha, but I don't believe nobody told her to record nothing. If you're gonna be thirsty and you're gonna want to hang around and you want to be with the cool kids and you're gonna do what the cool kids do, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Look, Yovanna kept on texting. It's all kind of texting here, child. I was getting my life. I was just like, scroll. Let me see the scroll, honey. Let me see the scroll. Child, let me know how it goes with these bitches in New York today. I know you're totally unbothered anyway. Tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, not today. Get it, bitch. Hey, love, can you ask your guy Brandon if he knows and is good friends with whoever that is? Who is that? Brandon, your friend. Who is Kendrick? Blah, blah, blah. So wait. Here go another. Oh, okay. Cynthia's having a barbecue on the 3rd. It will be filmed, and she has invited everyone, including Marlo. Well, she didn't invite me, and that was best. Wow. You think she'd extend an olive branch and ask you to come since some time has passed? Probably because Kenya's ass gonna be there. Bet Kenya has something to do with that. I wouldn't dare go. I was telling you because why didn't she invite you? Last year we had other women there besides the housewives. And then she was like, from Brandon. Yes, I know that. You know what's crazy? So that time we went to dinner, she was so-called trying to give me advice on I came back this season. So these were her exact words. So she screenshotting what Cynthia told her. It's really good that you're maintaining relationships with me, Shamari, and Kandi because the producers don't control who we can and can't invite to our shindigs. That's how you have a for sure spot because everyone will invite you to stuff. So she, they was just going back and forth. She was trying to get on. Like I told you, she was trying to get on. Yo-Yo was trying to get a check. Yo-Yo, look, Nene got these 3-word answers. And here she is telling her what she said about what somebody said about Nene. I don't even know. You said, Kandi will invite you to stuff, blah, blah. Now your so-called friend, Nene, not sure about that. She had your back in a public forum. Now, if I was you, need to watch out for her because she really not your friend. And then she was like, she said that about me. Yep, that's not me at all. Well, the proof is in the pudding. She didn't invite you, did she? So, there's that. Hold on. Bitch, I know that. I judge a person. I don't care for my own eyes. Maybe she will call you, though. It's Wednesday. Like you stole something from her. Look like she instigating. We'll see. And invited you to my birthday at home at Swag. I invited you. Oh, I know. And that's my point. So, yeah, she was instigating. They was all in the... So, here go another one at the bottom. Oh, really? I just found out Eva blocked me. So, now they best friends. So, anyway, let me stop all this. Because... I could go on and on and on. We didn't broke these texts down so many different times. But let me finish going on with Yovanna, honey. I didn't went all off the deep end. You said Yovanna was writing a turn paper. Exactly, there. I'm like, damn, the thirst is real. And speaking of thirst, Yovanna used that word thirst against because she know Nene been calling her thirsty. All of a sudden, she said Nene was thirsty for information. She was thirsty for information. It didn't look like that in the text to me. It looked like Yovanna was thirsty to give information. But I can't wait to hear Nene talk about this. But anyway, let me continue. As far as Yo-Yo is concerned, I felt like she was a waste of time because even all the ladies was like, they didn't understand what the logic of her story was. Andy asked the ladies to raise their hand. Raise your hand if you believe Yovanna, and you can already guess who raised their hand. It was Kenya, Kandi, Eva, and Cynthia. And Kandi at like, kind of, sort of, I don't know, kind of, sort of. Even Porsha was like, I don't know. I got too many questions. I still got a lot of questions. And so whatever the case, it didn't feel like they got to the bottom of anything. Kandi said that Yovanna actually hanging out with them, saying that she was trying to form genuine friendships, and then saying that, Nene allegedly asked her to record after the fact, and her saying that she did it is worse. I'm glad she called her out on that. It is what it is. Kenya had to chime in, call Nene a punk, as she always do. But she didn't ask any questions. Anyway, she said, oh, then Nene calls Porsha on the phone. Nene calls Porsha on the phone. We couldn't hear what she was saying. Porsha wanted to put her on speakerphone, but Andy was like, it's done. She got a laptop. Get on the laptop. And Nene was like, she didn't put that laptop on the porch. She don't care what y'all got to say. She didn't put that laptop on the porch. She is done. So with all of that, all of the three alliance chime in. Why we giving her the floor? Why she talking? She gone. We don't want to hear from her. And then, Eva apologizes to Marlo for, thinking that she might have been a snake. And my thing is, you may as well apologize to Marlo because you personally know that Yovanna is a snake. But again, I digress. And to piggyback on Eva's flip-flopping, at the end of, after they let Marlo, Yovanna, and Tanya go, they dismissed them from the chat. Eva says, I wish Nene was here to take up for herself. Like, wait a minute. When she called you, like, she ain't here, bad. She ain't here, bad. But so anyway, so in closing, Eva was talking about, her life is good. She got her babies, her kids, her man, blah, 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 blah. And then she said, she'll stay until the next storm arrives with whatever that, I guess her next baby going to be named Storm because that's how I feel. She going to stay till the next baby arrives. Kenya, Andy was like, you got your dream baby, but not your dream husband. I was like, ooh, the shade. But Kenya was like, she's happy. Brooklyn is the best thing in her life. She's satisfied or whatever. Porsha says she's living her true life, even throughout the embarrassments that she suffered, with her relationship. She's only human and they are working things out. Cynthia just hopes to be alive next year. No, I'm just kidding. Cynthia said she hopes to make it down the aisle, 10-10-2020. Kandi, she got a new baby, wants to continue. She said quarantine gave her a lot of time to spend with her family, and she likes that, and she wants to continue that because it's the first time that she's ever spent so much time at home. And Nene, as far as Nene is concerned, Andy was just bummed that she left the show. At the end of the whole virtual reunion, it's the first time they've had a virtual reunion. All of the ladies, said their goodbyes, and oddly enough, of course, Kenya thanks Eva and Cynthia and Kenya for having her back. It's like, why they had to have your back, Kenya? Are they your pawns, Kenya? Are they your pawns? And then Porsha was like, oh, let me hang up with all this fakeness. And, then Kandi was like, we love you too, Porsha. And then it went off. So there you have it. I have recapped the entire virtual reunion. I done gave y'all all I got. It's 3,500 people in here counting Facebook. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Woo, do y'all want to call in? Do y'all want to have a little key session? Let me know. Hold on. Petty humans, please be kind to one another. Porsha is the fakest. Okay. You telling me to be impartial? I don't know what that is. I can only be me.